Okay, so a short history lesson. That's what it's all about. I remember back in the day when I was studying law, and this is before actually when I got to know about network marketing in the year of 2000. It was a huge boom about IT, okay? Internet. All kinds of companies coming up with this, with that, and people remember for sure Amazon, where it started and what happened and so on. Now, a lot of these companies that came as pioneers on the market, pioneers, okay, they are no longer with us, correct? Even big companies that were evaluated extremely high on the stock market went bankruptcy later on. Why? Because it became a huge buzz and a bubble, a hype about, you know, the industry. And I would say that any kind of, you know, things that's going on, new technology, new trends, it's the same thing. Some of them bigger, some of them smaller. So why do I speak about this? Yes, because I want to get you guys to think about blockchain. Okay? Not cryptocurrency. Blockchain. Okay? So if you're going back to the year of 2008-9, what happened? I think everybody remembers and knows what Bitcoin is. BTC. There were people, you know, mining it on a home computer with a screen, you know, mining. And I mean, there are people that mined it so fast. So they started, you know, to mine it on the computer, had a few hundred coins, maybe even more. And then just, oh, this is not good, tweaked it again, and just forgot about these coins. Okay? So today, actually, later on, I come back to that. If you go then forward, what happens? Here's basically a zero value. Yeah? Cost. People doing it on their own computers and so on. Basically, computer IT geeks. Okay? And I remember, I probably heard about it in about 2009, 2010. But then something happened here, 2010 to 2011. A huge boom came for BTC. It just bumped up. If you have studied about the values and so on, you know what was going on here. Still here, I didn't actually, you know, understand about what is it and how can it have a value. And this is pretty crazy because I was thinking that how can there be a value? Even if I studied a lot about normal currency. Okay? If you read about normal currency and the history of money, it's very interesting because it started, for example, I'm from Finland. And we have a name of raha. It's called money. And you know what? You know what that is? It's squirrel skin. Okay? And actually how it started then was people were using gold coins and everything. And then they started depositing with the goldsmiths. They got a certificate and they could take this certificate, you know, to the other side of Americas or whatever and cash it out there. Now, later on, fractional banking came, okay? Which means that the banks were able to leverage because they found out, okay, we have this gold, you know, at us, and we don't need to give it out, everything. So they started doing fractional banking. Later on, guys, then it became legal tender. Okay? What is legal tender? It's basically, you know, nothing. It's a paper. If you're looking at the US dollar, what is it backed with? If you're looking at the euro, what is it backed with? There are currencies that they have tried to bring on the market that had a value that it was backed. But anyhow, guys, and also in the beginning of the 1900s, in the middle 1950s, 60s, let's not do a too long history lesson, but I've been always interested about banking and money. And I knew, of course, that today, you know, it's basically, you know, it's a perception of value. Then somebody said, no, not really, because it's based on economy. Yeah, kind of, okay? But how do we know that it's correct? How do we really know when we have a money, you know, like a bill in our hand, how many is out there? It's about trust for that one, correct? Or have you checked that the number on the bill is correct? I don't think so. And this is the problem with money, and many banks and so on today also, and corporation and so on, you know, they are really looking at what do we back the value towards. But even if I knew that, when I heard about Bitcoin, I was thinking, oh, where does the money, the value come from? even if it had a limitation of 21 million coins. So it's so funny how we perceive things because we are used to it, okay? Anyhow, here I was stupid enough again to not get involved in it, didn't listen. One of my friends that is a computer, really, really good on computers and stuff, his name is Marco from Finland. I remember him telling me, sometimes here 11, 12, hey, you should take a look at this. But I didn't, okay? Then, when we're looking forward here, 2015, in March, okay? Late March, I decided, because of a little bit of research, to jump into a company that was doing cryptocurrency. And still here. Now, did I understand everything? No, but it sounded very, very logical. Okay? That you would be able to actually provide banking for people that today are not unbanked. And with a fraction of the cost, send and receive. You know, it sounded really good. Then, here is something very interesting to take into consideration. Why? Because as I said, Bitcoin has 21 million maximum minting, okay? Here already in 2015, when the value was around $300, when I started looking at it really seriously, 3 million coins were missing. Okay? Why? Because people lost them, forgot the passwords and so on. And here it was very understandable because here it has a zero value, like I said. People were mining them. Oh, this algorithm is maybe not good. Let's start again. And because it had no value, they just pushed them to the side. You know, 100 coins, 1,000 coins, didn't really matter. Let's start again with a better one. But you know, guys, what is so crazy? I come back to that. Because if you're looking at today, 2019, mid, do you know how many missing coins there are here? 4 million. So this is so crazy because 3 million here with $300, 4 million with 10,000 euros. So this is, why do I tell you this? Don't make sure that your guys that receives ORTs, receives ORTPs, that they don't lose them. Okay, very important. Don't treat it as free. Don't treat it as, you know, no value. Treat it as the future and your retirement. Because we cannot restore them for you. And that is the reason why we're doing this also. We do not want to have the responsibility for it. It is a business strategical reason for us putting it on Ethereum. We want to be transparent, yeah? We want to be able to show that yes, it's real, nobody can question it, but also we don't want to have responsibility for it. Why Ethereum? Because it's the blockchain today that has most development going on around it. If in the future something else will be more powerful, we might consider to change. To have the most secure for you, fastest, best solution, okay? So if you're looking at it here, what has happened? Because 2015, the rush starts. 2017, what happens then? ICO area is really, really rolling out. I don't know how many ICOs. Some people counted on the coin market cap, but that's not correct because everybody either don't want to be on coin market cap or didn't apply. My question is, how many was it really? A lot. Now my question is, how many are left of the ones that rolled out? Very few. Because it was about the fintech. Same as back in the IT era and the IT bubble, like it's called today. They were rushing about the technology, rushing about this. Today, in my opinion, and I must say, I didn't realize this a year ago. It's about a year ago when I start understanding that, it's not about the technical solution anymore. It's going towards what? Value on a blockchain. Okay? And this is, I'm a really firm believer about that. It is no longer about the race about the technology. It is about being smart to put value on a blockchain. And that is what we are doing. We are not doing, the fintech part of it. No, we are focusing 100%. And that was what I started looking at in 2017 when I understood that, I don't want to just have and speak about usability. Because guys, if you only have usability and you only have an inside economy, it's still a bubble because all the money is inside here. Correct? If you have no money coming from the outside in to feed it, I don't believe in that. It needs to be sustainable and it needs to be money coming from the outside into where it's used. And that's what we believe in, and that's why the ORTP is the fuel token, the plastic token, the fuel token. So yeah, let me a little bit speak about, do you guys get this? I think you do. That is our thinking from the corporate side. Then if you have another, perception about it, believe, fine. But this is how we think. We are all the time working on making better value for you, for us. Because it's not only about you guys, it's about also us. We are also sitting on tokens. So why would we want the token to be zero value? Wouldn't make sense. Why we couldn't even cheat anybody? Because it's transparent. It's on Ethereum. Okay? And that is fair playing rules in my opinion. It needs to be a fair playing field where everybody has the same rules. And that is if you're looking at the ORTP with how much does SEPCO get? How much does Cloud Horizon and its members get? It goes in balance if you have looked at it. And that makes it, in our opinion, not only sustainable, but very rewarding for the person or SEPCO as a company that plays with the technical rules that are in it, with 5 years or more. And we think that is fair. And it's very important that we get everybody to understand this. So my responsibility, I'm not speaking from Cloud Horizon's side today. I'm not speaking from Eltronex's side today. I'm not speaking from the holding company today. I'm speaking as the founder of everything. Okay? And that I do because everybody needs to understand where we're going. Because if you don't do that, you can't win in the same way as the person that learns. Very important. So let's take a look at what happened then from 2017 when we wanted to do something different. Now you have to remember, we founded something that is called Orientum. And if you start digging in this, it's a lot of people that doesn't understand what this is. A lot of people that thinks it's something bullshit, some scam or whatever. Don't let it fool you. That is why we have this today, to get you to understand what it is. And if it would have been a scam, why would we now be on the third blockchain? We started in the history from Orientum. We wanted to build a blockchain, yes, because we still thought here in 2017 that it was all about fintech, to build the blockchain, having your own blockchain, being centralized, decentralized, and so on. Then we realized that, whoa, first of all, the question is, how safe is it for the members? If we as a company sits and develops our own fintech, how can we be so up to date like the big boys? We can't. Also expense-wise, tens of thousands of euros running it every month. Yes, if you want it safe. People said to me back here that, it's so easy to build a blockchain. It only costs this. I can tell you, the people that says that, they have no idea what they speak about. Yes, you can maybe do a fork of a blockchain or whatever for $50,000. But guys, when you start going into exchanges and stuff, when you need to have nodes, and make it secure, those people don't know what they talk about. Been there, done that. The first blockchain we developed here, kind of a tweak out of Ethereum. Second blockchain, 2018, September, October. And then we realized, oh, shit, pardon my not so politically correct, language. It's not about it. It's about being safe, being transparent. And with our own blockchain, how could we be transparent? There is always somebody that's going to question it. Being on what we did then now, and what we're coming to today, 2019, we're now in July. We are on the ERC20. The decision to be here is, as I said, to be on something that not the legal system can question, okay? Because it's decentralized. Also to be on something where we cannot in any way we wish do something that wouldn't be correct. Everything can be tracked through the Explorer, okay? So you guys can track what's going on with the company. You guys can track with your wallets, everybody's wallet. We cannot affect it. So if you lose your tokens, we can't do anything. It's very important that you get that. And both the ORT, which we're going to speak about today, which is the founder token of the whole thing we wanted to build, and the ORTP are on the Ethereum blockchain. For the simple reason of, yes, business strategical, but even more so, legal, technical reasons. Why? Because nobody can come and tell you that it's not real. Nobody. That would be questioning Ethereum that has, what did I read somewhere? Is it 50,000 people sitting and working on it worldwide? Don't think it's a scam, okay? So if you're looking at it then, what is Orientum and what did we want to do? Orientum in itself is focusing on real estate. I write it in two. 50% of everything that goes into investments goes towards real estate. Now my question to you, the factories that sits on a piece of land in ORTP, what is that? Is it real estate? Yes, it is. Do you think that when we take a dump where it's plastic, you know, 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer, 15 meter deep, when we clean up that and it doesn't stink anymore, do you think that real estate becomes more valuable? I guess so. Also, if you want to go in and look at, you know, the channels, you can go in and look at, you know, Koh Chang, if you haven't been there. With our partners, we have about 1 million square meter of, you know, prime beachfront land in Koh Chang, the island here. 1 million square meter, okay? And we know why are we in Koh Chang? Long story. Personally, myself, I love real estate because it's long term. Over time, real estate, if you know what you do, if you know what location is, you can't lose. The problem with real estate and before solution is that in many times you don't have a cash flow with it, maybe. You might even have a liability at certain points. So people think, okay, real estate is always good. No, it's not. Because sometimes if it costs you money, it's a liability. Okay? But if you're looking long term at it and you don't have a cost on it, it's a very good place to park money. Okay? Over time. And especially if you know what you're doing and you're looking at areas. In Koh Chang, I could speak probably 5 to 10 hours only about that. Why it is so good for us. And if you're looking at the rewards plan that we have, looking at the ranks, you see at the 7-star, we'll receive what? A villa in Koh Chang. Why? Because we know that value. We could give that person money also. No, we want to teach at the same time how to put and make your money make money for you. Because many times in network, we focus only about, oh, you know, you need a nice car, you know, and so on. And people are making $1 million a month and they end up, you know, spending 1.1. And we need to learn how to get money to work for us. Okay? And if you have a holiday villa that is worth €1 million, you think it's going to go up at Koh Chang? Oh, yes. It will. And now, what is then this Orientum? We have still here, we have some costs. Development. Let's call it costs developments. It's everything from management. It's PR. It's future projects and so on, you know, to find out and, you know, and find the best, you know, to join with. And we also have had had and still have a cost on fintech. Now, fintech does not necessarily also have to be the blockchain. It can have to be with merchant systems, you know. It can have to do with loop payments, with POS, with whatever. And we are working on the side a lot with that. Why? Because some of our partners from Kochang, some of you guys met him, Hans Peter, they have an extremely big IT company with about 600 senior coders. Why do I mention this? Because you will see a lot of things happening with the softwares the next month and months. Because they now have decided to come on board also in the consortium, and we'll speak about that. We also have, this is what we are so proud of, and this actually was money taken from here to start up SEPCO. Okay? Because this is something that we are really, really proud of. This is what we call sustainable projects. Okay? Sustainable things. Innovations for a sustainable future. We call it ISF. Do you think the plastic to fuel is an innovation that is for a sustainable future? I think so. So what we did here was, actually, many people ask, how did you run in, you know, to SEPCO, and how did you purchase this? I'm going to tell you how this one went along. SEPCO has been, you know, on the market as another company, SEPCO Asia Group, since I think it was 2001, 2002. Okay? As you know, the development started already then. Then I ran into Dr. Mehta and so on, and we got so well along and, you know, and spoke about how could we roll out this together. He was very excited to come on board because they're very similar in one thing with Dr. Mehta. He said he'd rather have a small percentage of something huge than to have 100% of something puny. And his problem is that he's a doctor. He's you know, innovator. He's, you know, this mad doctor, not to get me wrong. But he's a lad with this, you know, okay, I would like to tweak this. I would like to make it better. But try to get him selling something. Same with the chairman. He's one of the best people I ever met in my life. But you know what these guys told me when I was sitting with them before I closed the deal with them? We have to be quiet because somebody might steal it from us. Okay, my question was to them, how far did you get by being quiet in these, you know, 18 years? Not so far. And now 1 year later and a little bit more, if I would draw up everything in the pipeline that is signed, okay, I got a signed contract today back that is so big that if I tell it, you're going to fall off the chair. It's hundreds of deals in the pipeline. Why? Because of you guys. Because of you guys. Through you guys, it's been coming leads. We make noise. YouTube rankings are going up. And people are today contacting us straight because of that. And people ask me, oh, why network marketing? Okay, we wouldn't be here without you guys. Without us together doing this, we wouldn't be here. I can guarantee it. And that is why you need to understand what this is. Okay? Basically, and here we have welfare. And I want to point out education. We are working very hard with gamifying education. Also a project we started a long time ago. We didn't find the best solution, and today, because of our partners with the huge IT company, we soon will have, you know, a demo, you know, and a trial version coming out. And my question to you is, if you would have a tool also that you could spread out where people could learn languages, you know, by having fun, would that be something cool? To give to your kids as 3 years old, for an example, where they can look cartoons, for example, small, you know, things, and learn English or other languages. I have kids myself, and that is why I believe truly the best welfare in the world is not throwing the fish on the people. It's teaching them how to fish. And today it's two things that makes welfare around the world. Communication, very important, but also language skills. Because if I don't understand what I'm reading and looking, I only get the bubble of my own country. Correct? So this is something we want to combine, you know, also into it. Education. And obviously also we are helping the planet. Later on in the future, you're looking at ISF, do you think that can only be plastic to fuel or something else also? It can be whatever. And the best way to get it out on the market is network. And not only normal networking, the next level that you will see with Cloud Horizon Media, all of the things that are going on. Are we there yet? No. But I would say since we started 2017 and where we are today, I don't know what to say. Honestly, what is the probability that it would be like it is today? It's not a very, very big, but what do we have today out of value? First of all, I want you to understand, this is the ORT, the founder token, where the total supply is 888,888,888. Is this more or less than 40 billion? Okay. It's a lot less. Now, how does this concern you? Let's speak about it. What is it that you get? You get cash commission, yes, in Cloud Horizon. And you get what? You get a 30% of something, correct? Now, you can do what you want with that 30%. You can buy, you know, credits, bids, you can buy licenses, you can do what you want. But honestly, from my part, why did I put in and I was so pushing to have the 30%, the possibility of getting this? Because they belong to you guys. We are the founders of this. Yes, you didn't start in 2017 when I started, but you guys are the leadership of Cloud Horizon. You guys are the future leadership of the next level of network marketing. And you guys are the best. Why do you think I want you to sit on this? Guys, these have everything. What is coming out from here? SEPCO. Now my question is, do we have with ORTP all of the business of SEPCO? No. It is the pools that we create that goes up to 50. When it closes, we can start again and leverage and leverage and leverage. SEPCO is closing deals in other places, countries, areas, businesses, all over the planet currently. And you know what this is? It's the preferred, okay, payment or trading token of the whole consortium. Of the whole consortium. If you know anything today, you can go into Socium, sociumholdings.com. Okay? I will write it out. Socium Holdings.com. And you go and look where you will see not only daily, maybe at some points, weekly, monthly, by the year, the consortium grows. Okay? Why? Because we have many things that are interesting in this. Back to SEPCO. We acquired SEPCO with these tokens. Zero fiat money. Zero. Okay? So, do you think that Dr. Mehta and the chairman believes in this token? If they got on board with SEPCO Industries, with all the technology, with everything they had since the year of 2000, do you think they believe in it? Yes, because it's a circular economy, this one also. We feed in real estate into it. Very important to understand. Everything that is in Cochin, every factory that stands on it, on the real estate that is underneath it, everything that we deal with, any kind of hotels, the preferred trading token is what? ORT. Discount token, you could call it. Okay? So if you want to buy a villa, for example, for €1 million or 100,000 euros, whatever it is, if you would get a 5% discount by using the token, do you want to pay full price or do you want to pay 95%? That would be 50,000 euros in discount only because using the preferred payment or trading token. Same with fuels. We can do what we want. We can do it as discounts for the fuel that comes out of the factories. Okay? Do you want to pay full price or do you want to get a discount? We also have on this ERC20 blockchain the same way of documenting as we have the ORTP. We have the possibility of documenting in the ORT all of the rest of the fuel. Is that cool? Because the people that buys this kind of fuel, trades with it, we believe firmly that if it is documented on a blockchain, it will have a higher value than something that is not. Social capital. So if the buyers have a possibility of documenting it, they will do so, we believe. In the future also, everything in Cloud Horizon that comes out, the merchant, we will make sure that this will be the preferred one. We don't need to create usability for the ORTP. Why? Because it already is backed up. More and more fuel is coming out. Why would you need a usability for something like that? It would be madness to put it on here. We use this token. This is why it's very important from the heart of me to get it into your heart what it is. Because there will be people, we know from history when we came out here, we was on a place called Trade Satoshi. They even ripped people off. I'm saying it public. They ripped people off. They traded things that didn't exist. How can I prove that? Because after we shut down the blockchain, they still traded. Okay? That is why we're going into another way. Decentralized. So people can't do that. People were trading it for some bullshit value that doesn't almost exist. And my question is, all the people that came in from the beginning, including me investing into Socium, real estate for millions, okay? Millions, not baht, euros. Everything that we have built up around here is put into Socium. Everything. You know what I got paid? And I can tell you even the value. Why? Because I want to be transparent. 30 cents. Why 30? Because it was no commissions on it. This is higher than most people came in from the beginning in Orientum. And I'm going to tell you another secret. More than 90% of all that went out from this in the beginning is with the founders. Because we invested and did not take in any money. All the money that came in, which was fractional, about 700,000 euros in total, where we put in more than 10 million euros. Okay? Fractional. Why? Because we wanted to test the market. Okay? 30 cents, where many of the people that came in for 10 cents. So I actually took back from my invested capital, not from founder things, I'm going to explain to this, invested capital, the highest that anybody took it for. Highest. I could have taken for 10 cents, but then some people would have come and say, oh, you know, look at him, he took it for, 5 cents or whatever. No. I wanted to prove that we are different. We are very, very different. We believe in this. Why? Because it has a finite amount. Okay? We believe that long term, when we build it like this, we're going to feed in money to build up more and more real estate, more and more factories, more and more fuel coming out. And we truly today believe that we can be the party and the force behind, together with you, to not only impact the world with the plastic, and so on. No, solve it long term. I didn't believe it in the beginning, but now sitting on what we have accomplished so far, I believe we can solve it. Okay? Why? Because of the great leadership developing with you guys and new people, new big leaders that have been watching from the side, coming in and truly believing in it. Okay? So we are so near now to full proof of concept, which means trading the ORTP. The ORT will, in the next 2 to 3 maximum weeks, be out and be tradable on the exchange. Okay? That is why I have this Zoom with you guys. Because if you don't understand what it is, you will do a big mistake. Big mistake. Because people will more and more, it's fine. I need my charger. Can somebody run up and get it? It's up in the room, I think. Sorry, I'm sweating like crazy. The doors are open. It doesn't matter. I don't need to look like a model, so. which I don't do anyway, so it's fine. Guys, I'm going to clean up this one and show you something really cool. Orientum token. 888,888,888 total supply. Whereof 25% founders, which is not only me, not only fund, everybody involved from the board, as an example, are sitting on about 222. Now, do not be mistaken. It was the same as the ORTP. They are not yet usable because there are airdrops here. Okay. Then we have for mergers and acquisitions, about MA, 150 million. I mentioned SEPCO. Can you guess where SEPCO comes from? Mergers and acquisitions. Swap. Then we had a pre-sale about PS, where we tested the market, where about 5 million coins that it was there. Now it's token, was tested on the market. Okay, plus about 90 million of us founders putting in, capital. Not from the beginning, but few airdrops has happened already. So let's say we have here a total of 120 million, I think is right now. Now, what is left? Do the math. Take away this. What do we have? 4 taken. Taken total 4, 7, 9, 2. Is that correct? Used, reserved 492 million. And when you take this away from here, the rest, balance, airdrops. Same as the ORTP. You sit on it, every 3 months, you get rewarded. Now, what is so cool with this is that when this goes out on the exchange now, I can't promise exact date, but I would say maximum 3 weeks. We were supposed to trade in Amsterdam. We were supposed to trade before, but there is no way we're going to go out trading before it's 100% safe. No way, because this is money. This is not a game, it's money. If we can't guarantee that it's 100% safe, we don't do it. That is why today you're getting them to a certain, rate from if you buy them. Currently, you have had a possibility for 60 cents. If you wanted to purchase them today. Why? So we can reward you. But now we're going to do something cool, guys. Because I want to reward you. I want you guys to understand this. I want you guys to understand, because when 30% is starting to be used when the organization grows, if it goes down the rate, do you get more or less that week? More, correct? So we will be able to suck up them to the right place, to the commission earners. Okay? Where we have these years for the founders, but that is only released in the same way also as the airdrops. They are locked tokens. We have mergers and acquisitions that still have left about, if I remember correctly, 130 million for future mergers and acquisitions. We have the pre-sale, which is fractional compared, to what is left. Okay? And this will be airdropped approximately 5% to maximum 10% depending on the growth each and every quarter of the remaining ones. And we're looking to do this in the same rate and ratio as the ORTP. Okay? Sustainability and long term. So what I'm going to do, including the ones that already, bought them in the back office, because you are able to buy them from your online account, correct, in Cloud Horizon. Somebody already did it. You can do it obviously from the cash account, but also from the mandatory account. I'm gonna do 100% on top until we go on the exchange. 100% on top to make sure they go in your pockets. That means basically not 60. What does it mean? And if somebody did it before, let me know and I'm gonna get it to you. And guys, there comes an airdrop when everything is done. Before the exchange comes up, we're doing the airdrop. People on this call also knows that they are still waiting for some extra rewards that I had in the beginning to reward you. They will also be done next week. Why next week? Because this week you need to focus on the last push before the rate goes up. The redeem rate of ORTP. Next week we will fix that. Then we will also fix the airdrop. And then we will open the exchange. Probably by the end of the month or before. Not longer. End of the month or before. But we need to be sure that it is safe. Because this is also the exchange Eltronex, where you in the future will be able, very near future by the way, be able to put out your ORTPs if you are desperate and don't believe in the future. That is up to you. So I hope that a little bit more clear what is this. So you can look, this I would say the Orientum is Socium Holdings. Okay? Tokenizing all of its business. Not shares tokenized, no, but as a preferred or discount token or loyalty token for you guys and everybody around the world that wants to also push innovations for sustainable future, that wants to push education and welfare, that believes that we actually together can fix this planet in a little bit better way. I believe that. Why do I believe it? Because I see what happens in the network, you guys. Never seen anything like it. In Amsterdam, I know Assad said it also, it was the first event in 19 years where I enjoyed it really fully. Normally when you do them, you're a bit stressed, you know, and you need to fix this and fix that. Some reason, all of the positive energy that was in the room, that was on the boat when we went, it was the most amazing thing to be a part of because I was enjoying it so much. Why? Because I think people are starting to understand what this is. They start to understand that, whoa, this is not another one of these. And we are proving that to people daily, weekly, monthly, and it makes it even more fun. Why? Because when you really, you know, can pay back hate with a little bit of love, it's really cool. So people are spewing, you know, hate of, oh, those scammers, you know, look what they did before, you know, blah, blah, blah. They don't even open the eyes or the ears to find out. Then you could get angry and you know, and throw shit back. But guys, the best payback is love. It is. Let's show them who we are. Let's show them the values we have. Let's show them what we together can accomplish when we work everyone in the same direction. I'm not going to take it longer today, and I thank you guys for being on this call. So remember and let me know if somebody here has been purchasing for 60, I will double up whatever you have of it. Okay? So just to be fair, because I don't like to do things extra where people that were first would suffer. No, it should be fair. So everybody contact the upline, it comes up to Assad or to Peter or whoever is up there. Give to them and the addresses where they're going to go and I will handle it. And next week, we will start with giving the people that got promotions in the beginning. And then we take it from there. And when we go out on the exchange, it's going to be really, really fun. So this is the update what goes on right now. I hope that you got something out of it. And if not, sorry for taking your time. So from me, from Bangkok, thanks guys for all the support you guys are showing us. We can't be more blessed, and we are very, very, very grateful for everything that you guys do every day out on the field. Let's kick some ass with some positivity. Thank you guys. Good night.